Here comes Sharp, heading to the net now is Kane, and Kane banks it in!
The Chicago Blackhawks own the longest championship drought in the National Hockey League. But this season, the Blackhawks could make a run at the Stanley Cup that has eluded them since 1961. Season tickets are soaring as Chicago's huge and hungry hockey audience bets on the team's young stars. Leading the charge is team president John McDonough, a man familiar with futility and determined to overcome it. Mr. McDonough joined the Blackhawks last year after 24 years with the Chicago Cubs, a baseball team that hasn't won a World Series since 1908. The Wall Street Journal sat down recently with Mr. McDonough, and he talked about how Hawks owner Rocky Wirtz sold him on making the move.
But I think we shared a lot of common philosophies. Rocky by nature is a salesman, so am I. He's engaging, he's affable, he's friendly. But when he would say things that winning is of paramount importance, nobody is sacred. We're going to have the resources to win. We want to bring the Blackhawks back to prominence. And he said something to me that was very telling about the man. He said to me that I might be losing a lot of leverage here, but I want you to run the Blackhawks.
One of his goals is to make the Blackhawks organization just as effective off the ice as it is on it.
The Blackhawks, all of a sudden, have been the resume Olympics. And to start with, we had to make some pretty tough decisions. There are now 29 changes in the business side of the operation of the Chicago Blackhawks that were difficult in some ways, but early on I really did feel that there were people that were not going to be on board, for right or wrong.
He left behind fans that love their Cubbies no matter what, for Hawks fans that were, as he describes them, furious.
I do know that we were at odds with our fans. I do know that we were at odds with our former players. I do know that we were at odds with former broadcasters. And when you have the pillars of your franchise, which I believe, Bobby Hull, Stan Mikita, Tony Esposito, Keith Magnuson, and others, we needed to build those pillars in order for us to go forward.
But there's really nothing like winning for putting fannies in seats.
In order for us to get to where we need to go to, we need to win. We can talk about bringing back Pat Foley and how important that was, our broadcaster. We can talk about securing the outdoor game. We can talk about the fans coming back and the 300 and some % increase in season tickets. All of those things are great. We haven't achieved anything yet. None of us are gushing over the buzz or the interest in the Blackhawks. It's earn it time. It's time to make the playoffs. That is going to validate all of this.
This is Brian Grewley for the Wall Street Journal.